Hi, this is a stupid video for me, but I believe someone has to make this kind of videos because no one is doing it. So, this is about black metal and DSBM fans that will never understand the genre and they need to make a character out of it. So, I will first do a little rant video, ranting like in Twitter, about this black metal and DSBM people that need to have a character in public, and then I talk a little more about the want to have depression, the desire to have depression, and the necessity to act as depressive, because if you like black metal and DSBM, you have to be depressive, you have to have depression, and you have to talk about your diagnosis because you can't live without them and talking about them because you're delusional. And speak about committing suicide all of the fucking day. So, the first part, black metal and DSBM retards, or how to become a black metal and DSBM um, kind of NPC, you know, that word of games. The NPCs, they're all the same. They believe they're the main character of the movie, but you will never be, because even when no one is, you are far, far, far from that, from from the normal people, like granny selling vegetables on the street is more important for life than your miserable existence, if you are like this. So, only wear metal merch and black. If you wear anything that is not black, you are going farther and farther from being dark and from being someone they will like to talk to, you know. If you wear white, it's kind of maybe decent. If you wear red, maybe. But if you wear blue, white, or green, you are stupid for them. You are not black, dark enough as them, because they are the darkest guy of their own house. And they have to follow that things and only wear metal merch because you're so metal that you can't wear anything that is not metal. Corpse paint for no reason. I made a list in about 20 seconds and I'm going to follow it. There is much more, but this is what I got in 20 seconds. So, corpse paint. If you want to be black metal, more black metal than people, if you want to be more suicidal in the SPM than other people, you have to do corpse paint in your face. And if you do it, you are more dark and more depressive and more obscure than the other people, you know? It's that simple. It's that how it works. There may be a man out there 1,000 times more sad and actually having depression, wearing a yellow shirt with short hair, shorts, and sandals, but you have to show everyone that you are dead, you are dark, so you have to make this cringe shit of corpse paint even when you are a kid. and everyone in the black metal scene that understands black metal sees you and feels the cringe and how delusional you are and feel bad for you in general. No family photos, no colorful photos. If you have an Instagram profile and you like black metal and DSBM, you just have to act and show people that you are cool, that you are mean, that you are tough, you are a tough guy or a tough girl, and you can't be happy. You can't show people that you are happy because that will ruin your image, right? Make sense? It shouldn't make sense because it is retarded. And if you can, you know, upload photos with this kind of things, with this, put them like this, or like this, or like this, put them on your tongue, that kind of photos that do this, that, and they put the knife in their tongues. That is dark, yeah, that is so dark, like that is not one of the most cringe shots you can do on the platform, obviously not, no. And pretend you can kill people and that you can commit suicide with these things, and say it every day on a daily basis. You can kill people, you can commit suicide. Your illness. You need your illness. If you are not ill, you are not cool. You know? um, you can be happy. It's just that you have to show people you are tough and you are having a bad time every single day and you are always angry and you are always, if not angry, you are always depressive and you are important and you are the main character of the movie always. If you die, the world will stop and we will all um, have a minute for your loss because you're obviously not um, being stupid and ruining the life of the people around you and your closest ones. And hopefully you don't have close people because it will mean suffer. Being with these people, close to these people, only means suffer and is a weight on the back. Believe me, I've tried to make friends like that. And with time, I realized they are ill, but not in the ill way of a diagnosis. They're ill in the way of their stupidity and their character got so much into their brain and being that they have to act that way. And they end up believing that movie of their own that they made. So they're in a movie, and if they are alive, they are in a movie. They are not in the real world. And if they die, if they commit suicide, actually, it is even empty. It's not like sad. It's like these people made himself be ill and have a character that wants to be ill, and they actually ended up committing to their character of suicidal personality and committing suicide. And if they had never discovered black metal or DSBM and be so childish, they will have realized that life is not like that, and that is sad. That is not cool. That is not dark. That is not. It's stupid. It's it's something that shouldn't happen. It's an unnecessary loss for everyone. Yeah, leather jackets are cool. If you have if you have pictures of yourself and if you like black metal, you have to wear leather jackets because if you don't, then you're not metal enough. You know, that is how it works. I've seen, believe me, guys that have short hair. I've seen guys bald. They're bald and they wear yellow and they are with no tattoos and they are 1,000 times more metal than guys pretending to be Norwegian, having runes tattooed on their faces with band logos of mayhem, bursum, 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 I believe, um, 1,000 things. And they have long hair and they have a long beard and they have like metal merch and leather jackets with metal spikes. You don't have to be that character. And sometimes the more you are the character, the less you are the real character. The more you expose yourself as a character, so people realize you are a character, and real black metal fans and people that are into it because they really understand it and what it's about, and see you as a clown because you are being a clown. It's just like that. Listen to other music, pussy, faggot, Richard. Yeah. You listen to The Police or Aha or Spandau Ballet, that song True. You are gay. You are weird. You are not cool enough. You listen to, I don't know, Metallica. You're not metal enough. You listen to Iron Maiden. You are retard. You listen to Guns N' Roses. You are even more retarded. You listen to, I don't know, funk. You don't know what the real music is, and you are in your happy world because you don't understand the real darkness of myself, the darkest guy in the room. Richard. Um, Mayhem and Bochtum being the most darkest stuff ever, If you start to know Mayhem and Bochtum, you are already the darkest man in existence. It's just like that. People have that problem, and it's ridiculous. I have never been through that, thankfully, uh, because it is ridiculous. You can't pretend to be someone that you're not. And wearing a Mayhem or a Bochtum t-shirt will not make you more metal or more dark or more depressive or more ill or more insane or more crazy than a guy wearing a Walmart shirt. Yes, that life is like that. You can't change that. You're just being a character, and the other people are just being themselves about with their minds, and you're pretending to have a different mind by wearing stuff. It makes no sense. Black and white photos. Everything has to be black and white, like this video. If you have an Instagram profile, you can have you can't have family pictures or pictures being happy or being with your brothers or uncles or anything you are close to, or friends that are not metal, because that will lower your metal, uh, anything you have in your mind, like that thing of having to show that you're metal. And most of it has to be black and white. At all, if you are into DSBM more than black metal, everything has to be black and white. If you dare to have a colorful profile in Instagram, you are not metal as other people, and that makes no sense, obviously. And you can have loved ones. You have to show that you have nobody. It's like that. You can show that you're having a great time ever. Scars, knives, and tongues. Yeah, I've already talked about that, I think. Scars, yeah, post if you are into DSBM and black metal, post your scars, these ones, like this, but not the big ones and other ones every single day. So you will cut yourself, not because you are in a depressive state and it helps you to cope with pain, in the sense of, I never cut myself, but when I have to be with a lot of people into DSPM and black metal, I met some people that were actually the real shit, and they told me that they they used to cut themselves because when you are having a lot of thoughts in your head about like sad stuff and suicide suicidal thoughts, mm, cutting yourself uh, can mean that your brain focuses more on an injury and stinging pain than it does with the thoughts. So even if you still think about those things, your brain is kind of thinking in some way, is kind of there. So somehow I try to make experiment about it by cutting myself sometimes, and it weirdly functions. But I believe not for everyone, just for people that are real depressive and real into being ill, and not in the cool way, but in the way of having a harder time in lives. Not because depression and everything is not cool. Believe me, it's not cool. And it's not dark. It's not this, like Americans would say, a pain in the ass. But you have to learn to cope with it. But the stupid things comes when people want to have depression and they want to show everyone that they have depression. That is stupid. But yeah, you have to cut yourself every day because in the SPM people cut themselves. So yeah, you have to show everyone that you are so DSBM that you cut yourself, and cut every day only to upload pictures, not for any reason. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have that much time to record. I have 21 minutes. So about the suicide part and depression part, I have 3 minutes more, I believe. Yeah. People want to have depression. It is not cool. It is not something great. People that really have depression or autism, people want to have autism too. Believe me. Nowadays, everyone wants to have autism. They see someone doing things and they want to copy them. So if a person with autism doesn't like something out of nowhere, I don't like that. I don't like that thing because I'm autistic, and it's not like that. Um, yeah, on depression, I I wish I had more time, but depression is not cool. People that have depression are more mature and more good with emotional stuff, but not because they are praised. Because in order to live with depression and autism, you have to learn to cope with life in a way that it doesn't ruin yourself too much, and you are capable of keep going, you know. And people into black metal and DSBM want to have depression. They want to give an image of depression, and they can't live without their diagnosis, and they have to tell everyone that they have depression. And if they don't, then they are not cool enough. They're not suffering enough, because they have to suffer. It is an image to suffer, and um, it's not a joke. I've seen a lot of people into the SBM wanted to have depression, wanted to pretend that they have depression, and they don't. You can tell they don't, and it's stupid because it's something very important. One point I missed out, I think, is have no respect for the dead. So go to tombs and collect bones and pose with them, even if it could be your mother or your grandmother, and pose with bones with skulls, because that is dark, that is metal, obviously. Yeah. So I thought I will have more time to talk about depression. I will with people with about depression and people wanting to have depression in black metal and DSBM, because it is a problem. Believe me, I see this every day. It is a problem in the at all in the DSBM community. People want to have depression and they want to give an image of having depression, and that is a heavy problem. Some things that I've said can be funny. You can joke about them, but this thing is just delusional and it's ruining your own life. And it's just you're being a clown and about something that is serious. It's like pretending to have cancer, it's not funny. If someone lies about having cancer, will it be funny? No. Well, I will have to talk about this in another video because I don't have more time left. So thank you for watching and see you on the next video.